In this video, tipping points in climate change. When is it too late? We delve into the critical thresholds that could irrevocably alter our planet's climate. As we examine the intricate balance of ecosystems, the limits of global warming, and the impact of current emissions trajectories, we aim to uncover the urgent implications of our actions. We'll explore the potential for irreversible changes, the role of feedback loops, and the associated social and economic costs. Additionally, we'll highlight innovative technologies that offer hope and reveal the actions we can take today to steer our future toward a more sustainable path. Join us as we navigate these crucial discussions and determine when it might be too late to avert catastrophic climate impacts. 1. Tipping points exist. Tipping points in climate change are critical junctures where small changes can lead to dramatic and often irreversible impacts on Earth's systems. Imagine a boulder perched precariously on a hill. A slight nudge can send it tumbling down, causing a massive landslide. Similarly, when these tipping points are crossed, they can trigger significant shifts in the environment. For instance, the collapse of ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica could lead to substantial sea level rise. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the planet, is threatened by dieback, which could disrupt global weather patterns and carbon cycles. These tipping points serve as a stark reminder of the delicate balance we must maintain to preserve our planet's health. 2. Global warming limits. The Paris Agreement, a landmark international accord, seeks to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, with a more ambitious target of 1.5 degrees Celsius. This goal is crucial because exceeding these limits could significantly increase the risk of crossing dangerous tipping points. Think of the Earth's climate system as a tightly wound spring. Pushing it too far can cause it to snap, releasing unforeseen consequences. By adhering to these limits, we aim to prevent catastrophic changes that could irreversibly alter ecosystems and human societies. Achieving these targets requires immediate and sustained efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. 3. Current emissions trajectory. The current trajectory of greenhouse gas emissions paints a concerning picture. If emissions continue at their present rate, scientific models suggest that we could breach the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold as early as the 2030s. This timeline is alarmingly close, underscoring the urgency of the situation. Picture a ticking clock, with each second bringing us closer to an irreversible outcome. Without significant changes in energy consumption, industrial practices, and deforestation, the world risks hurtling past this crucial threshold. It is a clarion call for nations, industries, and individuals to take immediate action to curtail emissions and safeguard our future. 4. Irreversible changes. Some impacts of climate change, once set in motion, cannot be reversed on human timescales. For example, the melting of ice sheets leads to sea level rise that persists even if emissions are halted. Consider it like a melting ice cube in a glass. Once melted, the water cannot be refrozen quickly. These irreversible changes highlight the importance of proactive measures to prevent further damage. As sea levels rise, coastal communities face increased flooding risks, and the loss of ice alters ocean currents, affecting global climate patterns. Understanding these irreversible consequences emphasizes the need for immediate and decisive action to curb climate change. 5. Carbon budget. A carbon budget represents the total amount of carbon dioxide that humanity can emit while still having a chance to stay within a certain temperature threshold. This budget is akin to a financial budget. Once spent, there's no going back. Scientists estimate that the remaining carbon budget is rapidly depleting, leaving little room for error. Every ton of CO2 emitted brings us closer to depleting this budget, making it imperative to transition to sustainable energy sources and reduce emissions. Just like budgeting helps manage finances, adhering to the carbon budget is crucial for managing Earth's climate future responsibly. 6. Feedback loops. Climate feedback loops act like a chain reaction, where one change triggers another, amplifying the effects of global warming. A notable example is the release of methane from thawing permafrost in the Arctic. As the Earth warms, permafrost thaws, releasing methane, a potent greenhouse gas that further accelerates warming. It's a vicious cycle, much like a snowball rolling downhill, gaining size and momentum. These feedback loops make reversing climate change more challenging, highlighting the need for immediate action to prevent cascading effects that could spiral out of control. Breaking these loops is essential for stabilizing the climate system. 7. Ecosystem collapse. Ecosystems are complex webs of life, and crossing certain thresholds can lead to their collapse. Coral reefs, for example, are highly sensitive to temperature changes and are at risk of bleaching and dying off entirely. This loss would not only diminish marine biodiversity but also destabilize other systems dependent on them. Picture a Jenga tower. Removing one block can cause the entire structure to fall. The collapse of ecosystems threatens biodiversity, food security, and the livelihoods of millions who depend on them. Protecting these vital systems requires concerted efforts to mitigate climate change and preserve the intricate balance of nature. 8. Social and economic costs. The social and economic costs of climate change are significant and far-reaching. Delayed action exacerbates these costs, as extreme weather events, food insecurity, and displacement strain societies and economies. It's akin to ignoring a leaky roof. The longer it's left unattended, the more damage it causes. Addressing climate change requires investment in mitigation and adaptation strategies, which can be costly but are essential to prevent even greater expenses in the future. The burden of climate change falls disproportionately on vulnerable communities, making it a pressing issue of social justice and equity. 9. Technology and innovation. Technological innovation plays a crucial role in addressing climate change, but relying solely on future technology is a risky gamble. Carbon capture and renewable energy solutions offer hope, yet they require time and resources to implement on a global scale. It's like placing all your bets on a single horse in a race. The stakes are high. While technology can aid in reducing emissions, it must be complemented by policy changes, lifestyle adjustments, and international cooperation. A multifaceted approach ensures a more robust and resilient response to the climate crisis. 10. Hope in action. Despite the daunting challenges, it's not too late to prevent the worst impacts of climate change. Collective, global action taken now can significantly reduce emissions and enhance resilience. Every fraction of a degree matters in limiting damage, much like every drop of water contributes to filling a bucket. By working together, nations, communities, and individuals can create a sustainable future for generations to come. The path forward requires courage, commitment, and collaboration, but the potential for positive change is within reach.